Okay. All right. So another technician and myself just went through this system down there. Went through all the zoning. There's multiple fan coils in this house. There's another one with hot water coils that comes off a boiler. And we just went through another one. We just went through this whole system right here and found that all the zone dampers are not springing open. They're getting stuck and bound up. And so we're gonna replace the zone dampers. Ugh. Trying to get through these pony walls is kind of fun. They're kind of tall pony walls. Right. So we're just gonna keep making our way through these pony walls. We gotta go around the back side of this furnace, and there's a couple zone dampers over there. Huh. That's funny. I just asked him to turn the heat off on all zones except for number 2. And I've already got a call for heat on zone 1. So let's pull that. See if it gets rid of my call. There we go. I'm gonna start on zone 4, the master bedroom. See, now I got the fan on zone 4, which I don't want. I want the damper to be powered so that I can have power to close it when I get ready to do my test. So here's kind of what I want. I'm fine with zone. Uh-oh. I really wanted zone 2 fan to be on and everything else to be powered off. So really doesn't matter right now as long as zone 2 is powering, or excuse me, zone 4, the master bedroom, as long as it's powering closed, that's what I need to happen. So as long as zone 4 can't get a call for heat or fan, it should be good. And maybe I will just power a zone all the time if I had a good wire. Oh, I got spare wire right here in my crawl tray. Let's just use this. What we'll do is we'll make a call for fan on zone. Let's just do his bath. Make a call for fan, and then it will drive the fan on in his bathroom, and it should power everything else closed, and it won't blow excess heat in there while I'm doing the work. Just jump this out. Oh, go in there. There we go. And that should power closed. Red means it's closed. So we're powering closed all of the zones except for zone 1. And what I really care about is the zone 4 is getting powered closed for my test. Okay. It's hot back there, and replace that damper motor. Ooh, my hips don't fit through here very good. Got them hippo hips. Okay, so we should have power on this. To make sure we got power. Because it should be powering it closed, because we're not calling for this zone to be on. And these are spring open, power closed, so there we go. It's powered. It's powered right now, which means it should be like this, closed. And it's freaking, well, see, now that I moved it, it's trying to catch up. Anyway, damper's completely shot, so go ahead and pull our wires off. Cannot let these two wires touch or we'll short circuit it and blow a fuse. Okay, I am going to all right, gonna be replacing that damper with this one. It's the new Honeywell dampers. So what we're gonna do is cut this duct open. Just like this. I do this so that I can monitor my damper while I'm working on it, while I'm setting my actuator to fully close the blade. So what I'm going to do is open up, drill a hole right here, snip it, just open up a little section so I can look inside and see the blade. Cut off that little sharp burr. Oh man, this insulation is already getting me. Now we can open it up. Oh, my seal. This is not good. See, this is the seal that goes around the damper. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because even if you fully close it, the damper's supposed to go up against the seal. And if that seal's missing, it will never fully seat closed. You can see the damper up in there. See, even when it's fully closed, it's missing the seal. So this one's gonna need an entire new damper. Ah, it's such a bummer. That's such a bummer. It's kind of lame because all they do is, the seal has a sticky side, and inside the pipe it goes like this around the seal, or around the pipe, and then the damper blade, oh, get out of my way. Anyway, the damper blade just comes and sucks up against it. But with that missing, I'll never be able to get it shut off. Dang it. Let's see what size damper is this, because we're going to need a whole new damper. whole new damper on that one. Let's see what we got here. It's a 12-inch damper. Darn it. Well, that's unfortunate, and there's a whole nother seal missing on the other side of the damper blade, and it might be further down in the ductwork. Yep, there it is. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. This one's gonna need a new damper. Well, we'll go check the next one and see what it looks like. Okay, just got to the second one. It's kind of buried between this pony wall and the duct, but there it is. So I'm gonna open this one up. I don't want to get squeezed up in between the pony wall and there, so I'm just gonna open this one up down here. As long as I can see into the damper, that's all that matters. Let's see if this one's still got the seals in it. Paul.
Hey, just checking. Should I just bring two just in case?
Well, this next one is, I don't know exactly what size they are until I open them up because the insulation's so thick, but I'm thinking this one's going to be a 10-inch. I just don't know until I open them all, you know. I'm literally just now getting ready to open this one.
Well, I can always just bring two 12s and two 10s, and if we don't use them, I'll restock them.
Well, let's see. The next one's going to be, let me look at that real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, that's my bypass. Yeah, so I'm going to guess we might even be as small as an 8-inch. So I would bring a 12, two 10s, and an 8.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Yep. Will do.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon.
All right, bye. Just want to replace the actuator motor right here, but if you don't have the foam seal inside, it's not going to hold back the air. It's always going to overheat the room. It just gets too much blow by, even when the blade's completely closed. All right. Okay. So see, this motor's supposed to be, I can't remember if this one's supposed to be open or closed, but you see the foam seal, how it's around the pipe? That's what it should be like, so that it can open and close. But see, that damper's not fully open or fully closed, but I already know all my dampers are giving me trouble because I went around and tested them all and they wouldn't spring open, and some of them were having a problem powering all the way closed. So this one we can just replace the motor on. So we'll go ahead and just replace the motor on this one for now. We'll have to replace the entire damper on that one that we opened up first. So I guess we'll continue with the motor replacement on this one. All right. I'm gonna test for power on this one. Tight squeeze. Tight squeeze, baby. I'm getting voltage here. Okay, this one's not getting power because it's the zone that's calling for the fan. So it's supposed to be all the way open. This one's supposed to be all the way open. And as you can see, it's not. That's almost all the way closed. So, let's get it off of there. Let's see. Oh, now it's opening. See, I just touched it. I pulled this lever back here, and now it's opening all the way. You can see it's just going. And all I did was pull it back to try to get my Allen wrench in it. If you look now, see that blade's all the way open. And that's what our problem is. We can't have that. Should do that without me touching it. Let's get our damper wires disconnected. Okay, keep those out of the way. Don't want those to touch any metal. Let's see if we can get these off. Not that one. There it is. Okay. Okay, right there. So now, put this one back on. Insulation's kind of catching up on it. Right there. So what I got to do now is I got to adjust my blade inside. I like to adjust it so that it's just a little bit, so that it's just starting to close a little bit before I actually power it to close. Oh, I should say these come in the open position right out of the box. And so this lever's got to go that way to close. You see here it's closing it. So when it's in the full open position, which is kind of weird because this shaft is in the normally, like it's in the out of line position, but that actually means it's open. I don't like that. I wish they'd put it over here when it's open and over there when it's closed, so it matches the old ones and matches anything that has to do with like a ball valve or anything. It's always out of line is closed and inline is open, but this is backwards, unfortunately, because the world we live in is just upside down and backwards on just about everything. But anyways, that being said, I know it's going to close as that rod goes this way, or excuse me, it's going to close as the rod goes this way. So see, right now that's fully closed and it should be open. So this is gonna be kind of fun. If I can barely reach in there and grab that. This, if I could get it to tighten right there, I'd be happy. Because see, I've got it straight open, but just a hair turned like towards close. So when it goes to drive it closed, it'll really cinch it against those foam strips. I might open it just a skosh more. Maybe just a skosh more. Right there. Let me try that. See if I can get it to stay there when I tighten it down. Don't move. Don't even breathe heavy. Okay, that should be there. Okay, I've got to get power to this damper because right now it's powered. There's no power on it and I can't close it without power. So let's get over here to the zone board. Let's grab some power. Going to do a back. Going on our backs. Ouch, son of a gun. Something stuck me in the back. Okay, see that's zone 1 right now. That's what we're working with. So I got to get rid of my coffer fan on zone 1. So I just pulled this off of zone 1. Now we're going to put it on zone 2. And this should power that zone 1 closed so that we can go check it. So I can barely get in this position. Woo! Okay. So we're going to stab these in. Okay, there's one. Here's my common. Okay, now that should be closing. See that actuator arm starting to close? I'm gonna watch our damper. See it closing? As soon as it hits that foam, boom, it's tight. Want to see if my arm is still moving. It stopped. That's a perfect close right there. Fully seated. And see those foam strips is what's missing in that other one. So it'll never fully seat the air and stop it from flowing by. So this one's good to go. So I can tape this one back up. Close this, tape it. I'm going to cut off these little sharp edges. Then I'll tape this up. And I'll put this back. Tape this all back up, and this one's fixed.